He's already done with school.
All right, we'll start off with our first hymn of the night, 479, to get everybody's blood pumping, 479.
Christian soldiers marching as to war, with the cross of Jesus going on before. Christ the royal master leads against the foe, forward into battle, see his banners blow. Onward, Christian soldiers, marching as to war, with the cross of Jesus going on before. As a sign of triumph, Satan's hosts have flee. On then, Christian soldiers, on to victory. Hell's foundations quiver at the shout of praise. What is your voices loud your anthems raise? Onward, Christian soldiers, marching as to war, with the cross of Jesus going on before. Like a mighty army moves the Church of God. Brothers, we are treading where the saints have trod. We are not divided, all one body being, one in hope and doctrine, one in charity. Onward, Christian soldiers, marching as to war, with the cross of Jesus going on before. Onward then, ye people, join our happy throng. Then without your voices in the triumph song, glory, laud, and honor unto Christ the King. This through countless ages, men and angels sing. Onward, Christian soldiers, marching as to war, with the cross of Jesus going on before.
All right, second song, 571, 571.
Mountains
challenge.
If you have your Bibles, open them up to 1 Kings chapter number 3, and then put your finger in there or a bookmark in there. Adam, how was your soccer practice? Was that pretty tough today? Yeah, it looks like it, man. Looks like my day at work. I'll be honest with you. Coming in all beat up and sweaty, man. Woo. 1 Kings chapter number 3. Let me get there myself. Psalms, Proverbs. Oh, no, wait, I'm going the wrong way. Okay, 1 Kings chapter number 3. And then, when you get there, go ahead and put your finger in there or a bookmark. I'm going to use the Shriner's Prayer Card as a bookmark. And then open up to the book of Proverbs, chapter number 9. Proverbs chapter number 9. Proverbs chapter number 9. And verse number 10. Hello, everybody! It's so good to see you! Oh! Excuse me, I'm talking. It's so good to see you, Jim! I haven't seen you forever! Oh, stretch. You know, I haven't been paying attention much in Sunday school, I'll be honest. But I've been reading the Bible, and I noticed a couple of things in here that are pretty astounding if you were to ask me. But, excuse me. By the way, my last name is Zambini. Z-A-B. Oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Z-A-B. Listen, hold on a second. I'm not wearing a name badge. Let's see. Zambini. You know how to spell it, okay? I come from a large family. I have brothers and sisters. They have weird names like Linguini. Linguini Zambini. Everybody makes fun of that name. I know. My brother's name is Lamborghini. Linguini and Lamborghini. And then, of course, we have my little tots, Eenie, Meenie. And then I have other Eenies in my family. Many Eenies, if you were to ask me, including Vinny. But my name is Leonard. And as I studied the Bible here, I came across Proverbs chapter number 9. Look at this real quick. Can you scoot that Bible over for me? All right. Let's see here. Proverbs chapter 9, verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Right there, I paused, and I began to think and to ask myself this question. Where is the beginning of wisdom? Well, it says right here, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Well, then I was beginning to think, well, what is the beginning of what is the fear of the Lord? And that's when I began to think, who should I ask? I said to myself, should I ask Pastor Tom? Sorry, I didn't ask Pastor Tom. Then I thought, well, my next best option is Tori. But no, I didn't ask Tori. Then I was looking for Mr. Mike, but Mr. Mike was unavailable. So I began to study the Bible, and I came across 1 Kings chapter 3. That's right, 1 Kings chapter number 3, where in the story here is a story of Solomon. And Solomon was the wisest man that ever lived. And I thought for sure he would know what the fear of the Lord is. So I read this story, and I want you to read it with me. 1 Kings chapter number 3. Let's see here. Beginning in verse number 5. In Gibeon, the Lord appeared to Solomon in a dream by night. Ooh, scary. And God said, ask what I shall give thee. I wonder what you would ask. I know what I would ask. I want to be a real person. But I'm a puppet. All right. What would you ask, Macy? Oh, you don't know. How about you, Josh? What would you ask? You don't know either. Mr. Dave, what would you ask for? Oh, not me. I just get stuffed in a box. Mr. Willie, what would you ask for if God asked you what you wanted?
What do you want me to do?
Whoa, that's really good. I never thought of that one. Miss Holly, what would you ask? Well, when the Lord asked Solomon what he wanted, look what he says. And Solomon said, Thou hast showed unto thy servant David, my father, not my father, it's Solomon's father, great mercy, according as he walked before thee in truth, and in righteousness, and in uprightness of heart with thee, and thou hast kept for him this great kindness, that thou hast given him a son to sit on his throne as it is this day. And now, O Lord my God, thou hast made thy servant king instead of David my father, and I am but a little child. I know not how to go out or come in. And thy servant is in the midst of thy people which thou hast chosen, a great people that cannot be numbered nor counted for multitude. Give therefore thy servant an understanding heart to judge thy people, that I may discern. That doesn't sound right. Whatever. Discern between good and bad. For who is able to judge this, thy so great a people? And then I had a clue. This was one of the most amazing things. That God was asking Solomon what Solomon wanted. And Solomon says, well, I don't know how to come out or go in. I mean, I know how to do that. he says, I don't know how to judge between good or bad. I know how to do that. I mean, come on. All you got to do is, think. Stealing a whole bunch of candy is bad. But stealing just a little bit of candy, that's bad too. Let's see. Just eating candy is good, if your mom says so. You get the point. But my understanding here was this. God asked Solomon what Solomon wanted. And all Solomon asked for was he wanted to know what God thought. That's it. And I had the most amazing revelation from the book of Proverbs. That's what the fear of the Lord is. He just wants to know what God thinks about any situation in life. Now, do you want to know what God thinks? Have you asked God, Lord, what do you think about me today? Or do you just ask yourself, what do I want? Oh, I want a Lamborghini. Well, why do you want my brother? You might say, I want $1 million. Or I want tacos, my weakness. But do you want to know what God has to think about a situation? Because that's what Solomon asked for. And everybody knows that Solomon is the wisest man in the world. Because he simply wanted to know what God thinks about a situation. That's the fear of the Lord. Okay, I better go back to my box now. See you, kids! Now, he had a very simple lesson, didn't he? Solomon asked the Lord for what? Understanding. An understanding heart. To know the difference in a good, to know it's bad, to know what to do, to know what to do, to know not what to do. And kids, that is the fear of the Lord. And if you're going to seek wisdom in life, you're going to need it on an everyday basis. Believe me, I needed it today. I need it tomorrow. I needed it last year. I need it in a year from now. You need to know what to do. I remember hearing a message preached one time when I was in Bible college, and the title of it was this: What to Do When You Don't Know What to Do. And that title still has stuck with me for the remainder of my days. And ultimately, it comes down to seeking the Lord. Because when you don't know what to do, you've got to ask the Lord for an understanding heart. And He gives you wisdom. Okay? Now, with that being said, I believe, is it Miss Leah, Mr. Mike? No, it's a new month. It's Miss Kelsey. Yeah.
Seeking wisdom, okay? But this is going to emphasize the value of wisdom. So everyone come on up, all the kiddos, okay? We will need the aisles open, just so we know that, okay? And we're going to have two teams. and we're gonna go on a treasure hunt tonight, okay? Because if you remember, wisdom is like compared to what? Does anyone remember? Well, wisdom is like understanding, but what is something that we know of that's valuable that wisdom is compared to? Seek it like what? Miss Holly had it up here. She went. Remember, she went by everybody with it. Anybody remember Macy? Like treasure, like gold and silver. Sometimes it's compared to, or rubies. Okay, anything like that of value, treasure. Okay, because wisdom is valuable, and to seek it as if it's valuable. Seek, just like we heard, what God thinks about a situation, because that is valuable, very valuable. So I actually have a game that's called the treasure hunt. Okay, my kids like it. It's fun. There are clues, but we're going to do a relay with it. So when we have our teams, okay, I'm going to give the first person on your team a clue. Some clues might be a picture. Okay, this is a picture of what, Risa? Shoes. Okay, that means that the next clue is somewhere in a shoe. It might be under Miss Holly's foot, under her shoe. It might be under Miss Leah's foot. You don't know. You have to find a shoe to find the next clue. Got it? Okay. So if there's a picture, that's telling you where the next clue is. Okay. Some of them may be a riddle. Would someone like to read this riddle out loud? Go ahead and read it out loud for us, Adam.
I can be straight or window around. I'll always let you climb up or down.
Okay. Does anyone think they know the answer? I can be straight or wind around.
Rope.
It's not a rope, actually.
Read that again.
I can be straight or wind around. I'll always let you climb up or down. Macy, what? Not a ladder.
It's in this room.
I know.
Not, well, it's just a clue that it's actually could be outside of this room. I can be straight or wind around. I'll always let. Go ahead, Ella. Stairs, okay? Then you would run out to the stairs and find your next clue, okay? So the clue is either a picture or it's a riddle. If you can't figure out the riddle, okay, come back to your team and ask your teammates, okay? Work together. And what we're going to do is, okay, once we have our teams lined up here, you know what? Let's do that first because that might help us a little bit. Let's count off 1, 2. Okay, Dalton? 1. Remember that. 2. Remember that. 1. You remember 2? 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Are you playing on? Okay. Ones. What was she? 2?
She was 2.
You're 1. Garrett, you're 2. You're 2. Okay, so 1's up here. 2's over here. Clear the side. And just line up. You might want to get another person to go first so that they know what they're doing.
I will.
Tori, you're the oldest now.
Okay? All right. You want to get in a line, actually, like who wants to go first? Tori? Okay, then go ahead and line up behind Tori. And then who wants to go first over here? Adam. Adam. Okay, go ahead and line up behind here. Okay, so this is how this relay treasure hunt is going to go. I will hand you both in the front the first clue. When I say on your mark, get set, go, you use that to find your next clue. Okay?
So the one person has to do
It will eventually
it.
lead to the treasure. Okay, one team will get a gold bar, the other team will get a bag of gems. Okay? So, for example, Tori had shoes. She runs over here. She goes to Miss Cindy. Oh, I found the next clue. She's going to pick up the next clue, run back, and give that next clue to Macy. Then Macy's going to run and find the next clue. When she finds it, she's going to give that to Adler, okay? Until, and you keep doing that until you find your treasure, okay? Now, I have to hide the clues. So you are going to huddle with your team and find a name for your team. So go ahead and do that while I hide the clues.
What should our team name be?
Adler's Peking.
Do the 49ers. Yes.
He's thinking.
They were gold hunters in 1849.
Thinking.
Fine.
Lightning bugs.
Anyone have any idea? Too tired out from all this heat?
The gold diggers.
Get the gems.
What about the Jewies? Oh no. Hey. What about the Jewies?
The treasure hunters.
Too plain.
How about yes? Garrett.
What if we get the gold?
How about who's gonna help them win?
Treasure team.
Yes.
That's too plain.
How about I don't know.
The 49ers.
How about
No.
nothing?
Really cute.
How about hair? I always do my hair.
Oh, you did?
There you go.
I just brushed my teeth.
Yeah, I just
With the great
it's like I just washed my hair.
That was like my last one I did.
Playing tag and hide and seek with Garrett outside. We keep running away.
Macy got her hair was wet too, but it was not from the back. It was from the crate.
I was.
Okay, so what is her team name gonna be? I think she's on
49ers.
49ers. Okay, let's put a vote. Who votes 49ers? Only okay, everyone. Okay, we got our team name. We better face this way. Just in case.
And some of the cards, like one time we got the cards, but like the cards go in the same spot, and we're like, uh-oh, we have to find all the cards.
Are you out of school yet, Adam?
Yeah,
I am.
I've been at school. Oh, they're looking.
Did you guys decide yet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oops. Don't step on that. Okay, I'll just.
Guys, you're not supposed to be looking.
I'm looking at pictures.
You were literally facing that way.
Yeah.
I'm not looking.
Yeah, I'm not looking.
You just look back. Oh, what are you
What
doing?
have you been doing, Caitlin?
I'm just doing this.
Oh, did you have your evaluations today?
Yeah.
We had ours, like, not last Monday, but the
Ow.
Monday before that. Everyone else passed. She just took home my research paper to look at it because she didn't have a chance to. It took too long.
I didn't even put full force.
Yeah, Josh passed that. I think I will. It's just I need the state testing yet.
Oh, yeah, they need mine too, and Macy's.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh. But Josh passed.
So hard to wait. I can't wait to know what I did on my state testing.
I know,
What if I
can't
got
wait.
100?
What if
know
I
didn't.
what if I got a D
I think
or an F minus?
I don't think you'll get
My school doesn't do
State testing?
letters.
What if I
And
They just do
only-
grades, like
yeah,
98.
Yeah.
We do the grades and the letters. So if I get a 98, it would be an A. An 80 would be a B. 100 would be A plus. F is 50 or below.
Yeah.
Well, I've gotten an E before.
I've
I've gotten an E. I've never gotten an F, but I have gotten an E in spelling. I hate spelling.
I like spelling.
I'm horrible at it.
I'm pretty good.
That's good because you can help me.
No. It depends on what words you like.
Close your eyes. Ella.
I'm
Dory's
just gonna do
peeking.
this.
Dory is peeking. Now
How about
Mason.
this? And now they're all peeking because once the person started peeking and then it just keeps going on and on and on.
Garrett's got his eyes open.
Of course he does. I thought.
You just saw him.
Reese's looking.
No, he didn't. My eyes are closed. He always looks. Yeah, even in hide and seek, he says, say one, ready or
Ella's
not.
looking.
No, I'm not.
This is how Garrett counts for hide and seek. Say one, ready or not.
Open your eyes. What are our team names?
49ers.
Team name. The what?
You say it loud.
The Lightning Bugs.
49ers.
49ers. Does anyone have a question? Let me reveal. I'm going to hand the first clue to the first person. When they find the clue,
Don't do it! Get up and
you
run!
guys can help them. An older person can go with them. Just ask. All right, so
Somebody go with
Dalton.
Dalton.
Clues, okay? As soon as you find your clue, Tori, then your next clue, you run back and give it to Macy, okay? And you go ahead, yes. So this is your clue.
What if we find a
Go
different
where
one?
that is and find your next
Then
clue.
you don't pick
Okay.
it. You have to wait until
Okay,
you
if you
find
don't
the
know
right
it,
one.
15. Okay, do you think we're ready?
What happens if we get a wrong
Find
one?
the treasure.
Like we find another one that's in an area that could have.
Hopefully you don't.
Okay.
Just say it that way. On your mark,
We just don't get it.
get set,
Ooh, I know.
go.
Someone will have don't, and you have to wait until Adam brings the card back. Someone will have to help Dalton.
How did you go right there in the right bucket? Hey Dalton, you've got to find the coat hook. Those are the coat hooks.
Oh yeah. Oops.
You might not be able to reach now that I think about it.
You can help. The older ones can help me out.
No, looky though.
I feel like I'm almost. I think I ate too much corn on the cob, Josh. What? Wardrobe or closet? I don't think too hard. I did eat too much. Oopsie.
Macy, let me read it.
Give it to me.
Josh. No. Not me. All the way.
You're having trouble.
Book. That's
I didn't even know either. I was like,
it's in a book. It could be anywhere.
Oh my.
Great.
hurry, Adler.
I don't know. Let's keep it. Cards goes cards. Oh, when you find one door by the door,
Right past it.
That's not good. Because if you do, that means they're all in the wrong places. Like the shoes, like pretend like the door. You go to the door and you find the clue in the door. It's this door. That means, that means they're all scattered out different. And you end up losing some and finding some everywhere. And don't do that. A book. How can Ella? Come on. Well, a book's gonna take tons. Wait, Mom, put it. Bro, it didn't even take me any time. Maddie. I can't wait until Monday. Maddie. It's gonna be good. Believe me.
Why you talk a lot, Caitlin?
Because I'm a talker.
Yeah.
I love to talk.
And you like making up imaginary. Come on, Ella. Ella, run.
Oh, run! Don't just walk slow.
You got the wrong.
Who's next? You? It says, I can recall a looking glass when you find this clue. You also find your smiling face staring back at you. Do you know what that is? It's where you can see your face.
Check under the carpet.
Josh,
Check under the carpet. 'cause
You
your
got
face
the wrong
always-
card. Wrong cabinet.
That I stuck it back where I found it.
Come on, Josh. Go, Josh.
You got the wrong cabinet. I'm looking
You're almost through it. Go, Josh. Hurry, Josh.
Okay, who's next? Lisa?
Look at the computer. Go! That's really good. Josh. Oh, wait, keep looking. Go, Josh. Just give me these.
Look underneath the mat. Lift up the mat.
Hurry, Adam, hurry!
That's for you. You have to go look in the cabinet in the kids' classroom.
In the nursery. Excuse me, I was in front of you. In the nursery.
There are some in the hallway.
Right cabinet.
Some in the hallway.
Dalton, look in the cabinet.
The gray
Don't get knocked
one.
out.
She's going to. She's going to. Here, prop it, Jared. Prop the joke.
Here, come, hurry. Is it good? It's okay.
No shortage of personality.
Alright. Let's play some football. Oh, come on.
Is it Dalton? Next, Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's taking Dalton. It's taking a while for Dalton and Ella to find it. We got too hot. I guess. Yeah, but it's taking her a long time. Right there. Hey, guys, it's not there. A table. Any table.
Yeah, you can.
Well, I guess you can.
Two if you want from your team.
Hey, we can go help Ella. Go help Ella. We can go help. Hurry up. Mommy, can I help Ella? Yes, Josh, go. No, he can't go to the next.
You were so close.
No, I can help them find that.
No.
What do you want?
So, yeah. Josh.
Because we can't. She said we can't. We can help.
Nora turns 4.
Well, Mom, I thought she said we only can help them if it's like a whole no, we can't help them find it. Unless they're done with that. I know. But why? Why is more than 2 people? Hurry, Ella! Please! It's taking forever! Ella!
Now it's Ella's turn.
Oh. She found it. Where was it?
It was in the where I found the first one. I took it and Ella put it. Said she put it back. And she
Go! We're losing it! They found it! They found it!
Great job, Ella.
But the books are really hard to find because there's tons of them.
Eat the fingers. Look at the fingers.
Impressed. You did pretty good. They're almost done.
They got stuck on one. Which one did they get stuck on?
We got,
Cabinet one.
and then we had a book where we had to look
One the
through
first
every
time because I
book.
thought Ella said she put it back, but she didn't.
Ah. You find it?
No, it's mine. What? They get to start before us. She's gonna hurry,
Job. It was your fault. You were the one that got the wrong card.
guys.
You said you put it
They're
back.
getting another card.
I did.
They're gonna be ahead of us. Even on the next one.
No, we can't. We already won.
They're almost done. Let them finish.
What's inside the gold box?
Nothing. But you can put stuff in there if you want.
Like a surprise spider or something.
Like a surprise spider.
Let's creep up on it. Or wasp nest.
Is he the last one?
Josh, did you look in the bathroom sinks? The kitchen sink.
What was that?
What? I didn't do it.
I know.
Josh, it's right there. Get it out.
You lost the game because of the bug.
Not really, because Adam pulled the wrong card out.
Bring it up for your team.
Then we can all go look for the last one. No, we can't. One of us has to go.
Okay, bring it up, bring it up.
Hurry, Josh, hurry!
I don't think someone's playing anymore. So that's
Whoa. Look it up. Look at your treasure.
It's yes.
Cool, okay? So who liked the game?
Wow.
Okay, it took a lot of seeking, didn't it? Okay, seek wisdom like that, and you'll eventually get to the end where you'll get the value of what God thinks on any situation, okay?
Are we gonna play again?
All right, go ahead and have a seat. We'll need new tutors.
Thank you.
Hey, Robin!
time for enrollment. All right, Miss Cindy, you get first pick, 1 through 7. 7, Adler.
God gave to the woman of his favor. From her seed, heaven's grace would be dispersed. Oh, when will Messiah appear? We long for this offspring year after year, to see who'll be the King of Kings. Oh, when will Messiah appear? But this child of hers that was promised, a son to crush Satan's hand, would first be killed, as says the psalmist, but from death God would raise him